All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's fine. Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Going right side here, and that's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Jones. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
That's fine. Yeah.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. On 2nd down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ito Smith, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21. Ready. Back 25. 11. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Ready. Back 25. Hey, wait.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Vince Beagle, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down carry for Smith. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Ito Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get up!
Tight end right. Four down, check.
20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this 1st half. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Come on.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
21. Hey, wait.
Got 4 down.
Space.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks you want.
You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
319! 319!
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26. 319.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for Sanders here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. 11. Gun. Three down. Slam. Gun.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right. 280. 125.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Hey, where y'all going? Look at you.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. So that one will be accepted. following the penalty. Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Scott. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 more there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a give to Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground now with Smith. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, 626. Strong right. Zone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way down, and this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. 22.
On second down, here's Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. That game has gone final in Foxborough, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium.